Okay, looks like it's recording. Hello there, everybody, and welcome to a special episode of Miggy Plays Minecraft. Oh, yeah. Today, I've made a shorter video, just as a little video response to Etho's, one of his newest Let's Play videos, where he did the morning song thing with note blocks and was looking for a song to use as a nighttime song. And I thought, what better song to fall asleep to than the age-old Brahms Lullaby, Opus 49, number 4. Um, and for those of you who don't know, in my waking hours, I am actually a musician. That is, I don't know if you can call it a day job, but that is my other job aside from Minecraft. I'm studying music composition. So I thought I'd put together a little note block thing. And Etho, if you're watching this and you like it, feel free to use it. So the way this works, I have the sheet music for this right here. This is public domain sheet music you can get on a site called imslp.org, and you just search. You can put this right into Google. You can say, IMSLP Brahms Lullaby, and it'll bring you here. And the one that you want is this vegan lead. That's the famous one, right? Opus 49, number 4. And so this has a bunch of German words that you probably can't read. But this is the sheet music for it. Now, this is what I used to make this baby. And it's not really in the original key because I didn't realize of a certain thing, which I'll talk about in a second. But let me just play it for you, and if you don't know the song, you can have a nice listen, and you'll probably recognize it if you don't know it just right away. So here we go. Yeah, so that's a very famous lullaby by Johannes Brahms, one of the great romantics. And the way it works, interestingly enough, this is written in E flat. But see, I thought when you put a note block down, right, just place one down for the first time, I thought that would be C, but it's not C. It's actually F sharp, or G flat, what have you. So it kind of messed me up in terms of getting it in the original key, and I didn't want to go back and calibrate every single note block. But I mean, this is great. This works fine. So the way I have it, every 3 ticks between note blocks is equal to the length of an eighth note, right? So I don't know if that makes sense. But for example, if you go back to the music, we have 1/8 note, and then a dotted eighth, which for those of you who read music, you know that that's the equivalent, or sorry, it's a dotted quarter, and it's the equivalent of 3/8, right? So 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2. So that's how that works, right? It's in 3. So eighth. This whole thing is an eighth. This can be a little confusing. If you just put it like that, it makes more sense. This is an eighth, the equivalent of 3/8, an eighth, a quarter, and etc., etc. And then this is, whatever that is, 2 quarter notes. So that's how that works. So I put it like this so that you could see really easily the ticks. If I just hover right here, you can see the length, because each one of these repeaters is set to 3 ticks. So every 3 ticks, you have an eighth note of measures, and I sort of wound it around in a snaky way. At the end here, first of all, these are all placed on dirt or grass, so just to know what they're placed on, because that changes the timbre of the note block. The last one here, I actually placed on another note block. If you place it there, you get this really low sound. I can show you. Right? No, that's not the original key. The original key is da 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 da. That should be it. Yeah, if it's A flat and it starts on G flat, then that should be it. Let me just make it day here. So that's how I got the low note out of there. Let's see, does this work if I just put a... I don't think this will work, actually. Oh, no, it'll work. Cool. So that's how this works. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to hover here, yeah, and I'm gonna superimpose. This will take a lot of work later, but that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and superimpose the number of times you have to click on a note or on a note block to get it to be the right note, right? So now when you set this up yourself, if you decide to set this up, or if anyone else decides to set this up, you can totally like change the shape and consolidate repeaters. I'm just using this so that it makes sense in terms of the rhythm, right? Each one of these is 3 ticks. So, so yeah, and also if it makes sense to think of it more musically, if you think, am I getting a software update? Looks like my Mac is getting a software update. Anyway, if it makes sense more musically to think, okay, your first note when you plonk it down is G flat, so just go up to A flat is 2 semitones, right? 2 half steps. So G flat, A flat, and then that's your do, right? That's your tonal center. And then you can just find your other stuff from there. What I just do, this is such a common and well-known melody. What I'd sometimes do is just hum it and then keep clicking until whatever the note is matches with the note that I'm humming. So that's how that works. And I hope you enjoy.